Own your age. Don't act like it's something to be ashamed of. Don't cover it up in Band-Aid words like seasoned or experienced. If you're old, own being old.
We don't ever get fooled into being old.
Of course. Old is such a silly concept.
Yeah.
I know 32-year-olds that are old.
Old, yeah.
They
Right.
sit at home all day and are just waiting to die.
Yep.
And I know people that are doing contemporary podcasts. I'm going to guess you're not 32. You're a little older. Right?
35. Yeah, 35, 36.
33, 39, actually.
What we say about it matters. What we do matters.
But I'm always saying you have to grow older, but you don't have to act older.
100%.
Well,
it doesn't help.
Growing older is really great because if you don't, you're dead.
That's exactly
Yeah.
Ageism circulates throughout society. We cover up our age. Instead of saying I'm 68 years old, we say I'm 68 years young. It's okay to be old. In fact, what is the alternative? When I was looking for some examples of how long ageism has been around, I found a magazine, Ladies' Home Journal, and it's from 1959. Right there on the cover, it says how to look 20 years younger. That explains a lot about why so many older people have very high levels of internalized ageism. This messaging has been around your entire life, and it's never been challenged before. We are all aging, every one of us, every day.
The idea of human health span extension, of age reversal, was kind of a taboo subject a while ago, wasn't it?
Well, not too long ago. Yeah, when I started in this field in the early 90s, it was considered the end of my career by many people. So my PhD supervisor said, why would you go study aging? It's too complicated to understand. It's not even a real science. And thank goodness I didn't listen to him.
By the way, how many folks have read Lifespan?
I was inspired by my grandmother who told me that humans can do better. That's the vision. It's that we can always do better. There's a bright horizon that we need to get to. We need to steer humanity in that direction. So she said when I was 4 years old that everybody I knew, including my pets, were going to die, and it's not going to be pretty.
We have an industry that makes billions of dollars off of shaming us into buying products and services and cosmetics and all kinds of things
Pills and potions and lotions and everything and anything.
so that we can look, act, and feel younger.
And then I'm going to die. And as a 4-year-old, that was a bit of a shock to be told that. And we all learn this around the same age, but we forget about it because it's too painful to live every day knowing that fact. It's really a burden that we bear.
We have decades of research that show that people that have negative feelings about their own aging don't recover as well from illnesses, are more likely to have depression.
I thought that wasn't fair to have consciousness and to know that we were going to be sick and die and watch everyone else die. And then at age around 15, 16, I thought this new technology called genetic engineering could actually tackle this problem in a way that had never been done before. By understanding a large part of why we age, we're able to control the aging process.
That's spectacular. I think what's happened is society has trained us to have certain expectations. If your parents or grandparents had made it to 75 or 80, you expect that. And when you hear the oldest living human being is 122, 123, you think, okay, there's a brick wall there. Do you think there's an upper limit to human aging?
Well, I know there isn't. Let me explain. We've been able to extend the lifespan of every species that we've tried to extend the lifespan of, and we're no different from those species. That's point one. The second is that there are many species who are very similar to us genetically, biologically, that live a lot longer than we do.
We're in a period of very hyper growth of these technologies.
We're already many decades ahead of where I thought we would be technologically. The pace of discovery has gone way faster. We can now do an experiment that analyzes billions of genes in a day that used to take us years of work and billions of dollars. And that allows us to do very quick experiments. The turning point in my career was the discovery that there's a backup copy of information in every cell, and that backup copy can be accessed. And there's a switch that you can flip that allows cells to reset their biological age and function again as though they were young, because literally they are young again. I'm no longer talking about slowing aging. I'm talking about true age reversal multiple times. And I don't get laughed off stage anymore when I say that.
You want to give it up for that?
Think about this. Your body looks old, but it just needs to be reset. So I don't think of an old person now as an old person. I think it's just a body that needs to be reset.
Polished.
I would say things look rather promising at this point. We'll be, in the next 18 months to 2 years, testing our first age reversal clinical trial in humans.
How are you guys feeling about your longevity mindsets now?
And now, in what the researchers are calling the first study of its kind, Sinclair and his team were able to age the mice and then make them younger again.
Big change happens because smaller changes happen to lead it there.
The results were shared at a conference earlier this year and are under review for publication. This groundbreaking technology builds on the Nobel Prize-winning work of Japanese scientist Shinya Yamanaka, who discovered how cells can be reprogrammed to be stem cells, which then can develop into cells of any type in the body.
So maybe once a year you go get a prescription for your doctor, you take it for a week, and it reverses your aging? Is that your vision here?
Well, it's not just a vision, it's going to happen. It's like asking the Wright brothers, are we going to fly? Well, of course we are. It's just a question of when.
That's a very, very powerful message. Disruption is not easy. Disruption can be uncomfortable. Disruption takes a new way of doing things and a new way of saying things that gets us out of our comfort zone.
What does the doctor say the timeline is for this?
He's hopeful in the next 10 to 15 years, but the thing is, you do need more rigorous studies in animals. You really need to prove that this works. And then after that, you need to trial this in humans. You need to prove it's not only, working as it should, but it's also safe and it doesn't cause any unwanted side effects.